My precious child, I see you right now. I see you trying so hard to make everyone happy. I watch you twist yourself into shapes you were never meant to be. All because you're afraid. Afraid they'll be disappointed. Afraid they'll think less of you. Afraid they'll walk away. Sweet daughter, come sit with me for a moment. You know what breaks my heart? It's not that you sometimes disappoint people. It's that you've forgotten who you really are. You've forgotten whose you are. I gave you my spirit, and listen to what that means. My word says in 2 Timothy 1:7, "For the Spirit God gave us does not make us timid, but gives us power, love, and self-discipline." Did you hear that, beloved? Power, not weakness, not timidity, not this trembling fear of what others think. I want to show you something. Think about a woodworker with a chisel in his hands. That chisel is sharp. It's strong. It's designed to cut through even the hardest wood with precision and authority. But here's the thing. That chisel doesn't apologize for being sharp. It doesn't soften its edge to make the wood feel better. In the skilled hands of the craftsman, it does exactly what it was created to do. My child, I am the master craftsman, and I've placed you in my hands. I've made you sharp. I've given you authority. Not harsh authority, but authority wrapped in power, love, and self-discipline. You weren't created to be dull. You weren't created to apologize for taking up space. You weren't made to shrink back every time someone looks at you with expectation. I know why you do it, dear one. I know. Someone along the way taught you that being loved meant being convenient. That acceptance required you to be smaller, quieter, more agreeable. That your worth was measured by how many people smiled when they saw you coming. But that's not my voice. That's never been my voice. My voice says, you're mine. You're chosen. You're equipped. You have everything you need. Philippians 4:13 reminds you, I can do all this through Him who gives me strength. All this. Not just the easy things, not just the things that make everyone comfortable. All things, including setting boundaries, including saying no, including disappointing people when my calling on your life requires it. The strength isn't yours alone, beloved. It flows from me, through you. That's why you can be both powerful and loving, both strong and gentle, both firm and kind. You don't have to choose between being loved and being true to who I made you to be. Let me tell you what I see when I look at you. I see a daughter who's been given authority, not to control others, but to steward her own life well. I see someone I've entrusted with gifts, with time, with purpose. And every time you give those things away out of fear, every time you let others reshape you into something I never designed, you're taking my chisel out of my hands and letting unskilled hands dull its edge. Sweet child, come back to me. Let me hold you. Let me remind you who carved your name on my palms. Let me reshape your thinking. Here's what I want you to do today. Just one simple thing. The next time you feel that familiar panic rising, that pressure to say yes when everything in you wants to say no, I want you to pause, take a breath, and ask me, Father, what do you want me to do right now? Not them. Me, your Father, the one who actually knows what you need, the one who sees the whole picture of your life. Then wait, listen, and trust that I've given you the authority to follow my voice, even when it disappoints someone else. This isn't about being harsh, my love. It's not about becoming unkind or selfish. Remember, the spirit I gave you is power and love and self-discipline. All three, together. You can honor people without being enslaved to their opinions. You can love people without letting them determine your worth. You can serve others without losing yourself. I need you to hear this. When you stand firm in who I made you to be, when you operate in the authority I've given you, you're not being difficult. You're being obedient. You're being faithful. You're being mine. And beloved, some people won't like it. Some will be uncomfortable with this version of you, the one who checks with me before checking with them, the one who doesn't automatically bend, the one who knows her worth isn't up for negotiation. Let them be uncomfortable. That's not your job to fix. Your job is to stay close to me, to let my hands shape you, to trust that the chisel I've sharpened doesn't need to be dulled to be useful. You are so loved, my child. Not because you please everyone, not because you never disappoint anyone. You're loved because you're mine. Period. End of story. And I'm asking you to start living like you believe that. Take a moment and think about these questions. Where have you been letting other people's hands reshape what I've already formed in you? What would change if you truly believed you have my authority to make decisions that honor me, even when they don't please everyone else? What's one area where I'm calling you to be the sharp, purposeful tool I created you to be, instead of dulling yourself to fit in? My precious daughter, I'm so proud of you. Not for how many people you pleased today. I'm proud of you for being here, for listening, for wanting to grow. That takes courage. You're stronger than you know, braver than you feel, and more equipped than you've believed. Walk in that authority, beloved. Not timidly, not apologetically, but with power, love, and self-discipline, just like I designed. I'm with you, always, every single step. You're mine, and that's enough.